All right, I thought I'd do maybe, I don't know, something different today. Usually I get up every day, I go through the news, I watch videos, I talk to people, read text messages, whatever, come up with videos. But today, we'll go through the process together. Okay, Gennady Golovkin paid, or actually Oscar De La Hoya paid Gennady Golovkin out of his own pocket for the fight to move forward. Because I think originally it was like 57.5, I believe, and then Golovkin 43.5 was the split. And Golovkin said, no, not going to work. He wants closer. He wants, maybe not quite half, but as close as to the halfway point they can get, right? And Canelo wouldn't pay. Nobody would pay. So apparently Oscar De La Hoya came out of pocket, okay, out of his own money. And, I'm going to let you listen to the interview and we'll talk. And like I said, this is usually what I do. I listen to a ton of shit and then I bring it to you guys. So here we go.
Triple G Canelo, the fight was finally made.
It's on.
Everybody, there was a moment there where it seemed like you were given a deadline, an ultimatum to Triple G saying this fight's gonna fall apart. But it seems like it got saved. This fight's gonna happen. What was going down behind the scenes? What was that like?
Tough negotiations, man. I mean, look, with all the controversy that took place, with Canelo testing positive for Clenbuterol, and by the way. It's crazy.
Wait, listen to this part. First of all, he calls it Clenbuterol, like boo, like Halloween boo. It's Clenbuterol, not Booterol, like booty Booterol. But he's about to try to justify the Clenbuterol, positive testing from Canelo. He's going to say it's crazy. In Mexico, it's common. It's like, sugar in America, right? It's like McDonald's in America. Everybody eats McDonald's. Everybody gets them a little side of Clenbuterol in Mexico, right? It's just common. Hey, you go down and the butcher, get you a steak, a little Clenbuterol sauce, no big deal. I love how he tries to downplay it, but it is a problem in Mexico, but it's not as common as he's trying to make it out to be. So just let's continue listening.
Mexico, Canelo is bigger than ever and more popular than ever because Clenbuterol in Mexico, it's a norm. It's normal. It's like nothing's regulated over there. So when you eat meat, you're gonna have it in your system. That Clenbuterol. So now.
Okay, he's right. There's a lot in Mexico that's not regulated. I've been to Mexico multiple times, unlike a lot of people out there that think they're like experts on Clenbuterol. I love listening to these boxing channels and they want to tell you all about Clenbuterol in Mexico. I live pretty much on a border town. Okay, I'm 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away from Mexico. Go there all the time. And I enter in Laredo, Texas, so many of you know I go through Laredo into Mexico. And yeah, it's crazy. You walk over there, man, there's like prostitution, guns, drugs, people walking up to you with anything, pills, weed, anything. You can go to a pharmacy and buy, narcotics. It's crazy. It is crazy in Mexico. I'm not, denying that. But like I said, it's not like everything is doused in Clenbuterol as he's trying to make it out to be. So let's continue.
The country wants Canelo to really knock out Triple G, so this fight is going to be even bigger.
Let's talk about the money aspect.
Okay, so now, of course, he's trying to pander to you. He's trying to say the country wants, Mexico is basically angry with Gennady Golovkin, but truth is, most of Mexico, at least from what I can see, they're fans of Gennady Golovkin. So it seems like he's trying to do a little bit of cleanup in the media here, which is okay. It's his job. He's a promoter. I'd probably do the same damn thing if I was him. I'd get on there and try to protect my dude. So I get it. I get it, but it's kind of funny at the same time. But I'll let you hear a little bit more.
Because you were talking about how they wanted a 50-50 rev split,
right?
And you were saying no. So where did it end? Did it end close? Did it get to 50-50, or did it get close to that, or?
Well, Canelo has the lion's share of the purse for obvious reasons. I mean, he's the draw, he's the sell, and so look, Canelo can fight 2 times and make just as much money fighting Golovkin, and Golovkin has to fight like 15 times to make what he's.
Okay, so he's saying Canelo can fight 2 times and make $50 million, and Golovkin has to fight 15 times to make what he's going to make, which, you know, Golovkin doesn't make a lot. I'm not going to sit here and deny that, right? I mean, we know Golovkin, I believe he's severely underpaid, you know, because, you know, even the Vanez Martirosyan, I think he walked away with like $4 million, you know, maybe something like that. But, you know, he should have had a major payday with Canelo in the original Cinco de Mayo rematch, you know, so Canelo screwed it up with the Clenbuterol. So, you know, maybe, I don't know, you could probably argue that, well, he would be making what Canelo is making if Canelo didn't cheat and get caught. So, and Canelo making, you know, 2 fights, 25 million, I don't think he's getting 25 million a fight, but, you know, he's, you know, he's well paid. So, you know, I mean, that's not too far of a stretch, but a little bit of an exaggeration. So, a little bit more. Here we go.
Make with Canelo.
But isn't this the biggest fight in boxing? Canelo couldn't make another fight with another guy that's as big as this one, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why I couldn't let this fight fall apart. I actually came out with my own money to bridge the gap and make this fight happen. So, hey, I'm down a few dollars, but it's all right.
That is unheard of. You never hear a promoter do that. You dug into your own golden coffers right there?
Yeah, I mean, look, Triple G wanted more, a bigger piece of the pie. It was a matter of a few $1 million. I couldn't get it from Canelo's side because he was going to stick to his.
So there you go. He had to come out of pocket a couple of million. But here's the thing. Oscar De La Hoya is going to make a ton of money off of this fight. I mean, so yeah, he had to throw, you know, Triple G 2-3 million, which I think it was probably more than that, I would imagine. And from what I've heard from, you know, other people that I talked to, that, you know, they gave him, you know, a signing bonus, basically 2-3 million, like a bonus to sign the fight. And he had other things that I don't know exactly, but he's making money other ways. And I'll bring you guys the details once I know him, but some kind of endorsement, something like that. I don't quite understand, you know, all the politics and all involved, but I do believe at the end of it, I think, like I told you in my other video, I think Golovkin will walk away making as much or maybe more, possibly more. Who knows? I mean, possibly more than Canelo because, you know, he's going to get major sponsorship during this fight. Major, you know, he's already with Nike and Tecate signed him. Remember that Tecate, which is crazy because we all know Tecate is like the Canelo is like the mega star with Tecate beer, and now, you know, Golovkin, they're sponsoring Golovkin, so I think he's going to end up making as much or maybe more. You know, I don't know. Who knows? But, you know, I don't know. I see what's going on here. You know, Oscar's trying to do a little cleanup in the media, and like I said, can't blame him. I do the same thing. You know, but I will say, I'll end it here. I will say that I'm happy, you know, that they salvaged the fight. I'm glad that they didn't let it go and deny, you know, the fans. This is boxing history, and I don't understand for the life of me why people out there don't want to see this or they're upset about it. You know, and I get it. You know, the whole thing. Well, Gennady Golovkin, you know, he lost the IBF. He basically sold out. He didn't fight Billy Joe Saunders, but his career is not over. Okay, his career is not over. You know, give the man time. He still has, I'd probably say, 3 or 4 good fights left in him. And even a 70-80% Gennady Golovkin, I believe, can beat a Billy Joe Saunders. So, you know, even a Charlo right now. So, you know, people act like this is like his retirement fight. Like, you know, this is it. He's sold out. It's a done deal. You know, I believe he'll get the IBF back, most likely, okay, at least, at a minimum, and possibly, you know, become the undisputed champion. And also remember, he tied Bernard Hopkins' record for title defenses in the fight against Vanez Martirosyan. Now, in the Canelo fight, imagine, wouldn't it be great if he could beat Canelo and make history on the same night? So, look, I'm going to leave it at that. There's really not much more of the interview. They talk a little bit more about the money and everything, but I wanted to share that with you guys. It's kind of the process that I go through to make a video. So, all right, guys, have a good day. Leave it below.